I'm about to show you 5 specific financial behaviors that I helped my Christian girlfriends manage without full transparency before their families faced serious financial challenges. I used to be that woman who taught other wives how to rationalize independent spending until I watched 3 families from my own church face foreclosure. Most Christian marriage advice tells you to trust and communicate, but I've seen too many godly men face serious financial challenges because they miss these important warning signs. By the time you discover concerning debt patterns, months of independent spending decisions may have already affected your credit. Make sure you watch until the end, because I'm confident your wife may already be practicing at least one of these 5 financial habits right now. Don't click away, because at least 2 of these financial patterns might be present in your marriage this month, whether you're aware of them or not. Before I walk you through these warning signs, I need a small favor. Hit that subscribe button to make sure you never miss the financial red flags that could save your family's future. Smash that like button so more Christian men can protect themselves. And let me know in the comments, what city are you watching from? It's incredible to see how many men are waking up to this. Now let's protect your finances. Here's the first financial red flag that's probably already happening in your home right now. Financial pattern. Number 1. The mysterious monthly subscriptions and auto payments. The first pattern that appears is often unexplained recurring charges that get categorized as necessary household expenses. She tells you it's just a few dollars for streaming services, but those essential subscriptions are actually premium shopping memberships, expensive app upgrades, and luxury wellness programs. She opens her phone and scrolls through her subscriptions like she's checking the weather. Amazon Prime becomes Amazon Prime Video, Spotify Premium, and Amazon Fresh Delivery. That Target Circle membership turns into Target Red Card with automatic monthly charges. The Sephora VIB program starts billing quarterly for beauty boxes she never mentions. But it goes deeper than just basic subscriptions. She's linking these accounts to gift cards purchased with cash, so the charges look legitimate on your shared statements. She's using your work email for some subscriptions and her personal email for others, creating a paper trail that's impossible to follow. The sophisticated ones even set up business accounts using her maiden name or a fake LLC registration. They justify premium productivity apps as business expenses when they're actually subscription shopping platforms. They use prepaid debit cards loaded from your joint checking account to pay for subscriptions you'll never see on your credit card statements. She convinces herself these subscriptions are investments in family wellness or household efficiency, which makes the deception feel justified. The Netflix subscription helps the kids learn. The meal planning app saves money on groceries. The personal shopping service prevents impulse buying at stores. I remember one Christian family where the husband discovered $300 in monthly subscriptions he'd never heard of. Sarah had been telling Mark that the streaming services were only costing them $30 monthly. When he finally checked their bank statements during tax season, he found subscriptions to meal kit deliveries, premium meditation apps, online fitness programs, beauty subscription boxes, and even a monthly wine club that was being delivered to her sister's house. The financial counselor at their church calculated that Sarah had spent over $7,000 in subscription fees during the previous 2 years. Pay attention to these recurring charges on your statements. If she gets defensive about small monthly fees or can't explain what they're for, those aren't innocent household expenses. When you ask about a charge and she immediately knows exactly what it is without checking, she's been hiding it successfully for months. But here's what's really shocking. The next financial behavior I'm about to reveal is something that 95% of Christian wives do without their husbands ever finding out, and it's probably costing your family thousands every year. Financial red flag number 2, the secret emergency fund. She's building the second sign involves separate savings accounts and hidden money stashing that she calls household savings, but is actually her personal escape fund. She tells you she's being responsible by putting money aside for emergencies, but that emergency fund has specific conditions that don't include you. She opens accounts at different banks using only her name and social security number. Chase for the joint checking becomes Wells Fargo for her private savings. That tax refund you thought went toward paying down debt actually got split between debt payment and her secret account. She's transferring small amounts from your joint account to her private savings every time she makes a deposit. The advanced method involves using cash back from grocery shopping and retail purchases to fund these accounts. Every time she shops at Target or Walmart, she gets cash back and deposits it into her private account instead of back into your joint finances. She's using credit card rewards points to purchase gift cards that she converts to cash through resale websites. The expert level involves setting up automatic transfers scheduled for days when you're traveling for work or busy with church commitments. She times these transfers to coincide with your paycheck deposits, so the reduction in available funds looks like normal bill payments. She justifies this behavior by telling herself she's being financially responsible and preparing for future needs. If something happens to you, she needs resources. If the marriage faces problems, she needs options. If there's a real emergency, she needs immediate access to funds without having to discuss it with you first. I once counseled a husband who discovered his wife had been building a separate savings account for 4 years. Jennifer had been telling Mike that she was putting $50 monthly into their emergency fund, but she was actually putting $25 into their joint savings and $25 into her private account. When Mike lost his job and they needed emergency funds, Jennifer claimed they only had $800 saved when she actually had control over nearly $3,000. She refused to use her private savings for their mortgage payment because she considered that money separate from their marital finances. Pay attention to her knowledge of your exact account balances and her reluctance to discuss specific savings goals. If she always knows exactly how much you have available but gets vague about long-term financial planning, she's managing money you don't know about. Financial red flag number 3. The shopping addiction disguised as family necessities. The third sign focuses on excessive purchasing justified as household needs, where designer items get labeled as children's clothes or kitchen essentials. She tells you she's being responsible by shopping sales and buying quality items that will last. But those quality purchases are actually designer brands being bought at full price. She shops online during hours when you're at work or asleep, timing deliveries for when you're not home. Amazon orders arrive in multiple small packages instead of one large order to minimize the appearance of excessive shopping. She has items delivered to her workplace, her mother's house, or friends' addresses to avoid questions about package frequency. The technical approach involves using multiple shopping apps and websites to spread purchases across different payment methods and delivery schedules. Target orders on Monday, Amazon orders on Wednesday, direct brand website orders on Friday. She deletes order confirmation emails immediately and opts out of shipping notifications to your shared email address. The sophisticated method includes purchasing items she plans to return after photos for social media, buying duplicate items in different sizes to ensure proper fit, and using store credit from returns to purchase different items that never appear on your credit card statements. She convinces herself that investing in quality items saves money long-term and that presenting well reflects positively on your family's success. The expensive handbag is a professional investment. The designer children's clothes are investments in their social development. The premium kitchen appliances will save money on dining out. I remember one case where Lisa had been telling David that she was spending about $200 monthly on necessary household items and children's clothes. When David finally tracked their expenses during a financial planning session at church, he discovered that Lisa was actually spending over $600 monthly on shopping. She had been hiding purchases by having items delivered to different addresses, using store credit from previous returns, and categorizing luxury items as necessary expenses. The children's winter coats she claimed cost $40 each had actually cost $120 each, and she had purchased 3 different coats for each child throughout the season. Pay attention to the quality and frequency of new items appearing in your home versus the amounts she claims to be spending. If your children always have name-brand clothing, but she insists she shops at discount stores, or if your kitchen constantly has new appliances, but she claims to buy everything on sale, those numbers don't add up to honest spending. Now, what I'm about to show you next will blow your mind, because nearly every married Christian woman I know has done this at least once, and most are doing it right now while their husbands think everything is fine. Financial red flag. Number 4. The credit card, shuffle, and debt transfer game. The fourth sign involves moving debt around and opening new accounts, where she pays off cards by transferring balances to hidden accounts. She tells you she's being responsible by paying down debt and managing interest rates, but those paid-off cards are getting reused while new debt accumulates elsewhere. She applies for new credit cards using promotional balance transfer offers, moving debt from cards you monitor to cards you don't know exist. Chase gets paid off using a new Discover card. Bank of America gets cleared using a new Capital One account. The debt isn't disappearing, it's just moving to places where you won't see it. The advanced technique involves using business credit cards registered under her maiden name or a sole proprietorship she establishes without telling you. These business accounts don't appear on your joint credit reports and often have higher credit limits. She justifies business expenses for her side hustles or volunteer work that actually fund personal purchases. The expert level includes using peer-to-peer payment apps like Venmo, Cash App, and Zelle to move money between different accounts and credit sources. She can transfer money from a hidden credit card to her checking account, making it look like regular income or gifts from family members. She uses these apps to pay friends who then purchase items for her using their credit, creating a laundering system for purchases. She rationalizes this behavior by focusing on the immediate relief of paying off visible debt and the technical aspects of managing interest rates and credit utilization. She's being smart about credit management. She's saving money on interest charges. She's optimizing their credit scores by keeping utilization low on known accounts. I once analyzed a situation where Rebecca had convinced Tom that she was successfully paying down their credit card debt through careful balance transfers and promotional offers. Tom was proud that their known credit card balances had dropped from $12,000 to $3,000 over 8 months. When they applied for a mortgage refinance, the credit check revealed that Rebecca had actually moved their debt to 4 different new cards and added an additional $8,000 in new debt. Their total debt load had increased from $12,000 to $19,000, while Tom believed they were making progress toward financial freedom. Pay attention to credit card offers arriving in her name and her detailed knowledge of promotional rates and balance transfer terms. If she suddenly becomes an expert on credit management, but your overall financial picture doesn't improve, she's managing debt you can't see. Financial red flag number 5. The investment and business decisions made without you. The fifth sign focuses on major financial commitments made independently, including MLM schemes, crypto investments, or business ventures she doesn't discuss. She tells you she's exploring ways to contribute financially to the family, but those explorations involve serious money that could impact your family's stability. She joins multi-level marketing companies that require starter kit purchases, monthly product orders, and conference attendance fees. Beachbody coaching, essential oil sales, jewelry parties, and nutrition supplements all require upfront investments that she justifies as business expenses. She attends training seminars and leadership conferences that cost hundreds of dollars but don't produce measurable income. The cryptocurrency approach involves using apps like Coinbase, Robinhood, and Cash App to invest in digital currencies without understanding the volatility or tax implications. She sees social media success stories and invests money that you think is going toward household expenses. She joins cryptocurrency education programs that cost thousands of dollars and promise guaranteed returns. The sophisticated business venture involves registering an LLC, opening business bank accounts, and applying for business credit cards to fund entrepreneurial ideas that never generate revenue. She justifies these expenses as investments in your family's future financial independence and her personal development. She convinces herself that these investments will eventually pay off and contribute to your family's financial security. The MLM will become a sustainable income source. The cryptocurrency will appreciate and fund your children's college education. The business venture will grow into something that allows you both financial freedom. I remember one Christian family where Michelle had been telling David that she was contributing to their finances through her essential oils business. David supported her entrepreneurial spirit and didn't ask detailed questions about her business expenses. During their annual tax preparation, David discovered that Michelle had spent over $8,000 on MLM startup costs, product inventory, training programs, and conference attendance over 2 years, while generating less than $600 in actual sales revenue. She had used their joint credit card and transferred money from their savings account to fund business expenses that she genuinely believed would eventually become profitable. Pay attention to her enthusiasm for business opportunities that require upfront investments and her reluctance to discuss specific financial details about her ventures. If she's always talking about potential income but never showing actual profits, or if she needs money for business expenses but can't provide clear accounting of previous investments, those aren't legitimate business opportunities. By the time you're discovering hidden debts and secret accounts, you're not dealing with innocent overspending or poor money management. Each hidden financial decision represents a conscious choice to operate outside the transparency and unity God designed for Christian marriage. Your role as provider and steward is too important to ignore these red flags, and your family's future is too valuable to risk on financial deception. When someone's spending habits require secrecy and deception, they've already chosen money over the trust and transparency God calls for in marriage. The question isn't how much she's hiding. It's whether you're ready to step into the leadership role God designed you for and protect your family's financial future. If these financial warning signs opened your eyes to what might be happening in your own marriage, make sure you subscribe so you never miss the daily videos that could save your family's future. Hit that like button to help more Christian men protect themselves from financial deception. And share your experience in the comments. Have you noticed any of these signs with your wife's spending? Your story could help another brother avoid financial disaster.